7, 8.
So Sunset Overdrive is a highly stylized, open-world, third-person shooter game that takes place in the not-too-distant future in a city called Sunset City. When we first started talking about this project, Insomniac had 8 different musical styles that they were pursuing, thinking that we were going to have different musical genres for each of the different factions in the game. But quickly we realized that was just going to be too chaotic and confusing. So it was really Marcus, the creative director on the project, who really drove the garage rock theme and said, this is really the high energy vibe I want for this game. I ended up recording and producing 14 different bands and artists for this, from all around the country. It was really cool. Some from New York, from Alabama, from LA, from Nashville, and we also put together 2 in-house bands here, one called The Suckers and the other called Sticky Nicks. One of the things that I felt was really important in terms of authenticity of the music and to really feel like it was expressive of the game was that we not do instrumental tracks, but that we actually write full songs with lyrics that help tell the story of the game.
Sunset City, never shine. Fuck you, fiscal corporation. You stole our souls. Scratch out, reinvite. Jumping off limbs in a chaos fight.
That's how we came up with Suck It Up and Vinyl Bomb and songs like that. And Vinyl Bomb, of course, has to do with one of the cool guns in the game that shoots vinyls and snaps off mutants' heads. And so there's a lot of really cool weapons in this game. So we riffed off a lot of the weapons. So as we zoned in on the musical genres of the game, we really pushed the electro house EDM side towards the evil robot empire of the Fizco Corporation that was ruling and quarantining Sunset City.
I love robot sounds and I wanted to make it as evil as possible. So literally all the sounds were just me scraping like this metal box, it's like a toolbox with a fork, and then vocoding that. So that was really fun. Just like making the most gritty stuff possible to make it sound like a bunch of robots are gonna kill you.
It's me, Fizzy. Trespassing into private property is a serious crime. Get ready to die, asshole.
They gave me this really cool gameplay footage of you fighting like the boss, so I was using that for inspiration. There was this guy, he was like bouncing around between like, I think he was somehow like skating on like this really thin wire, and it seemed like he was like super confident in what he was doing. He didn't give a fuck, and he was gonna take out his enemy, and I was like, okay, this track needs to not give a fuck.
So one of the challenges of recording music for a game is to really think about the interactivity in the game and how that's going to work out. What we did is we created 9 different submixes for each song so that as you got more intense into the gameplay, and they actually have a style meter, and as your style meter grows and you're dealing with more mutants and there's more combat going on, you start to hear more and more of the track. So at the beginning you might just hear the drums and bass, then the guitar's gonna kick in, then maybe some lead guitar kicks in, some background vocals kick in, and then the lead vocals start to kick in too. And there's all kinds of dynamic mixing going on to make this feel really interactive. My favorite part of working on this game was getting to work with so many different cool artists and bands that were really inspired to create something special and unique. And that meant actually writing custom lyrics and working with them in a collaborative way to come up with lyrical concepts and ideas that we felt really fit the theme of the game. It was so much work when we were doing it that now I'm missing it. I want to do it again.